Hey everyone, welcome to another standard video here on Magic Arena. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, appreciate the support. So today I'm trawling through, again, some of the new cards from Tarkir Dragonstorm, while we're waiting for some of the Explorer and Pioneer decks to become available and kind of people to start thinking about those formats. We are, as I said in the video where I played some Sultai, that we are trying a little bit of Standard just to see what the response is and how these kind of videos go down. Just to reiterate that I will be continuing, of course, to play Explorer and Pioneer as my primary formats. But while we have so many new cards to look at, we may as well give it a go, seeing what they can do in a slightly powered down format, although, as I've said before, not so much Standard these days. It is a very powerful format. But so being a tokens deck, we are playing Boros tokens. We have 4 copies of Elspeth Stormslayer, so this is one of the 2 new Planeswalkers from Tarkir. It's 5 loyalty, 5 mana Planeswalker. If 1 or more tokens will be created under your control, twice that many tokens are created instead. +1, create a 1/1 white soldier creature token, obviously creates 2. 0, put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control. Those creatures gain flying until your next turn. -3, destroy target creature an opponent controls with mana value 3 or greater. So very powerful Planeswalker, very synergistic with a lot of what the deck's doing. Obviously from kind of Carrot Cake, Builder's Talent, Urabrask's Forge, all the way up to, if you Sunfall with this on the battlefield, you get 2 of the Incubator tokens. So, you know, it's got some very neat little interactions with a lot of what we're doing here. We're also running 4 copies of United Battlefront, so this is Collected Company at home. So a 4 mana white sorcery. Look at the top 7 cards of your library, put up to 2 non-creature, non-land permanents with mana value 3 or less from among them onto the battlefield. So in a deck like this, all of these cards down here, so we have 22 potential hits from United Battlefront, and it is worth pointing out that unlike Coco, it looks at 7 cards, which does give you a increased odds of hitting as well, so that's pretty good. And then, yeah, all of these are non-creature, non-land cards as well. So we've got 4 copies of Builder's Talent, so this creates a token. Then level 2 is kind of a pump effect, and then level 3 we can get back a non-creature, non-land permanent from our graveyard to the battlefield. Now that does cost 5 mana, but you know, we could bring back an Elspeth, for example, so sometimes that's going to be very powerful. Carrot Cake, a good way of getting us to the late game. Not only does it create a 1/1 white rabbit token, and you get Scry 1 when it enters, you get to do that again when you sacrifice it. Chainsaw, slightly outside of the kind of token generation, but it's a non-creature, non-land permanent that is also a removal spell, and when creatures are dying, it can pretty quickly rev up to be a powerful equipment that can close out the game quite quickly. Caretaker's Talent, which is one of the kind of great engines of the deck. 3 mana enchantment, draw a card whenever 1 or more tokens you control enter. Obviously only triggers once a turn. Level 2 allows you to copy a token you control, which then obviously triggers the first clause. And level 3 gives all of your tokens +2/+2. Temporary lockdown as early interaction for those aggressive decks in the format. And then Urabrask's Forge obviously creates a token every turn, sacrifices it at the end of turn, combine it with Elspeth, and you're having a good time. So yeah, in terms of our mana base, so primarily white, unsurprisingly, so a lot of basic plains, 1 basic mountain, and then some dual lands as well. Mainly untapped lands, because we do need to be able to reliably cast our spells without too many tap lands. A couple of demolition fields, just for dealing potentially with those decks which aren't running many basic lands. And then Fountain Port, which is also a token generator in itself. Sideboard, 3 copies of Authority of the Consuls, so this slows down the opponent, gives us a bit of extra life as well. Elspeth Smite, a good cheap interaction spell. High Noon, a lot of these sideboard cards are kind of anti-aggro. High Noon is for shutting down those decks which are trying to cast lots of spells, so Esper Pixie, for example. Rest in Peace, Graveyard Hate, obviously. A Braid, versatile removal, and then a couple more temporary lockdowns, again, for those decks which are trying to do kind of things aggressively and quickly. So yeah, that is the deck, Boros tokens. I'm excited to try out new Elspeth. Should be a good card, and United Battlefront as well. Not Collected Company, but doing a rough impression of it in this deck. So yeah, let's see how this does. Thank you very much for watching, and yeah, let's go on to the ladder. No red mana is a little bit of a shame, but we can potentially go and get it with a demolition field at a later point, so I think this is a keep. If we can build up to casting United Battlefront, that's going to feel pretty good. Ooh, a goblin, eh? Okay. Let's get a builder's talent online. Give us a wall. So the opponent is running lots of Mobilize cards. That's fun. So they are kind of doing a different version of what we're doing. Okay, Elegant Parlor is good, gives us access to red mana. So we'll just get another Builder's Talent down. Yep, keep a land, because I think we are going to need to chainsaw that Voice of Victory at some point before too long. Okay, turns out we no longer can, so... Wow, with War Leader's Call as well. Okay, this is a neat little thing they've got going on here, so... We're going to take 6. And I think we're going to have to Battlefront and just hope that we hit something. I mean, if we get, like, Temporary Lockdown, I'm probably going to have to use it, just because these are doing a lot of damage to us. Just a couple of Carrot Cakes will get us over the hump, at least. Okay, there's a Temporary Lockdown, so we are going to have to use that, unfortunately. So we go to 7, I think. Well, I should probably just try and prevent as much damage as I can here, as I know what I'm doing next. Let's see how hard they play into this. Not hugely. So yeah, gonna have to lock down, take away more of my stuff than theirs, but that is the sad reality of the situation we find ourselves in. Okay, they've got a soul partition. Right, we can scoop this one up. So, they are running Mobilize, so Authority of the Consuls is actually not great against the fact that their stuff, because it's an attack trigger, so it comes in attacking, but it does gain us a life every time they play a creature, so that seems pretty good. Temporary Lockdown is a bit of a nombo with Authority, though, so I think I want Elspeth Smite. And I am actually going to take out Lockdown here, as unintuitive as that seems, just because it's a sorcery speed interaction, and that's a bit rubbish. And I've got to make 5 more cuts somewhere. I'll trim a couple of Sunfalls, a couple of Urabrask's Forge, and 1 Battlefront, I think. Yeah, again, not the best in terms of, like, land mix, but Authority of the Consuls is a good card against what they're doing. Okay, looks like we've both got the same thing in mind, so I'll get a Carrot Cake down, binning anything that isn't a land. No, sorry, Elspeth. Great, okay, well, that gives us access to Caretaker's Talent. So we'll get that down. No turn 2 play we like to see. War Leader's Call we like a lot less, but Okay, Fountain Port. Well, let's be mana efficient here. Okay, we'll grab a Chainsaw and a Builder's Talent. So Chainsaw can take down their creature. Okay, so we've got a reasonable number of things going on. Ooh, Sunspine Links, okay. Shuts off my life gain. Okay, so... I mean, I could double Elspeth Smite it. That feels pretty bad. I'm not sure. Do I have a choice? I want Vantage. Whenever one or more non-creature, blah blah blah. Yeah, I think we might just have to chill with the double Elspeth Smite at the moment. Yeah, still just about killable. Pray very, very fast. Block with our wall. Well, at least we're revving up, I suppose. So let's copy our token, draw a card. Just, I suppose we can double Builder's Talent. This way, at least, we are generating enough creatures that they're not really getting through us anytime soon. I'm going to put a stop on. I've put a stop on upkeep just to activate our carrot cake. Get the scry off. Don't really want another Builder's Talent, to be honest. I do want an Elspeth. Cannot play it, unfortunately, this turn, but that's okay. So instead, let's just go to attacks. And copy our fella Milad again. Okay, we've got enough talents to last us a lifetime. I'm just a talented man. That's fine. This chainsaw's growing quite nicely. Take a block. Keep revving up. Yeah, I don't think we need to Sunfall. I think Elspeth does the work for us here. So we'll play that. Destroy the Sunspine Links. What does this do? Whenever another creature you control enters, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. Okay. Are they dead? Not quite, I don't think. Oh yes, they are. Yeah. Yes, they should be. So we'll equip. We'll 0 Elspeth. Okay, and they get hacked to bits by a chainsaw. Magic just as Garfield intended. Well, this felt pretty good. I am going to take out the Urabrask's forges and replace them with the braids on the draw. I think we'll go from there. Sounds not amazing, but it's got authority and an interactive spell, so... Okay, Battlefront makes it a better... potentially much better hand. Oh, I better kill that quick. Okay, let's throw it under a chainsaw. Many Thran portals were had. Mobilize 3, huh? Okay. That's fine. Thing is, all of their Mobilize effects are life neutral, while and all it is doing is just growing the chainsaw. So that's kind of okay. Yes, we'll keep Elspeth. That gives us a turn 5 play. Their lands are quite painful, aren't they? It's a bit overkill if you ask me, but again, this doesn't really work for them because I'm just gaining life. I mean, so are they, to be fair. So it is going to take a while for us to kill them. What's this? This is a 3-drop, so it doesn't get hit by lockdown. So it's far off a battlefront. Caretaker's talent and Builder's talent seems pretty good. Create a wall, draw a card. Okay, another chainsaw is pretty spicy. Yep, that Voice of Victory I think is going to have to die at some point. If they've realised that what they're doing is totally futile. Nope. Oh, triggers for days. That's fine, to be honest. Again, it's still pretty life neutral. What does this do when you solve it? Creatures you control. Okay, well that is something, I suppose. So I think I'm happy to chainsaw killing their Voice of Victory. We'll level this up. And then just hold back with Elspeth's Smite. So yeah, now they are in a position where they are doing me more damage than I'm gaining life. So that is worth paying attention to. So we'll kill off one of those. Yep, another menace. Another mobilized creature, rather. Well, these chainsaws are significantly large. So let's get Elspeth down. +1.
I welcome all allies.
And we'll copy this token, just because I want to be able to protect Elspeth for a turn. But they're not really into it, I see. Do you know what? I think I'm going to quad block this. Just because if I can get that off the battlefield, that's one of their biggest token generators dead. And yes, we lose Elspeth, but... So this now has 1 million tokens on it. Okay, so let's... bring back Elspeth.
Spare your gratitude. More heroes for the cause.
Chainsaw can kill the Mobilize creature, and I think we've pretty much turning the corner now. Oop, not that one. So it's going to take us a while to get their life total down, but... Okay, War Leader's Call is a card. Grow the Chainsaw again. Yeah. No, good. Very good. Elspeth, what a card. This is not a keep. Yeah, this one's slightly better. I think we can put back Mountain. Okay, the opponent's got a Risen Reef. Yep, land number 4 is fine. So I think we can keep scrying here, or scrying / surveilling. Probably not against blue-black, I don't think. Forge feels like it's going to be good in this matchup. If I can get that down. Okay, not quite what I was expecting then, fair enough. Yeah, that's going to be a difficult one. So we'll get our Caretaker's talent online. Sadly, they are going to get the double trigger off Preacher this turn, because we are at the same life total. Sadness on the stack. Sadness resolves. Oh, they are a Jace deck. Huh.
Surrender your mind to Phyrexia's will. I know where
That's not unhelpful.
all the
United Battlefront seems quite good. So let's get that. So I could Caretaker's Talent and Urabrask's Forge here. Seems fine. Draw 2 cards. Attack Jace.
hesitate to accept the truth.
What can Elspeth do for us here, I wonder?
Become subdued.
I mean, we're both going to be drawing a lot of cards. Do I want to play Elspeth into what is pretty obviously a counter spell? Don't think so. We'll try and play a Carrot Cake. It's very kind of them. Don't think we need more land. See if they let me have another Urabrask Forge. No, I didn't think they'd be into it. Ooh, Dispelling Exhale, eh? That's fun. Okay. Send this Jace. Using a removal spell on a token that was going to die anyway is pretty okay by me. Oh, they're all in on the... And they've got the Meringue River Regent, have they? Interesting. Okay, so this is kind of Dimir. It's kind of Dimir mid-range / control. It's kind of doing all of the things, really. It's certainly causing us a world of hurt right now. So I could double forge. That would make sure that Jace died this turn, but then I'm... Yeah, I think I've got to do that, even though I am then coming down for a truckload of damage. 3 Elspeths. It's not really where the action is, unfortunately.
In time, all will witness Phyrexia's truth.
So yeah, I'm going to go to 6 at best here. And all of these risen... I'm really not sure I'm getting out of this, to be honest. This Meringue River Regent is such a horrible blowout. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I don't really have anything here. Just hope for the best, really. Preacher being a 2/4 is a massive problem. Let's be honest. Most of my... This does 3, this does 3, this does 3. Temporary lockdown is probably bad. High Noon is such a slow answer to... And they don't really care whether they only have to cast 1 spell per turn. Don't like a braid. Don't like any of it, really. Yeah, this feels like a poor matchup. Maybe I'm wrong, but alright, we'll stick in a couple of Elspeth's Might. I've become virtuous, by the way. That's for the first time ever. Okay, this will do for now. Carrot Cake will help us find some land. Yep. Just keep playing. More and more land is good. I mean, I may as well try and land the... Well, is it worth it to try and land the Forge? I don't think it is, actually. Because I've got Carrot Cake activation, so... They're holding up a counter spell. I'd rather wait. And if they just stock up or something, Preacher again. Blech. Blech. Yep, land number 5. Hopefully they'll tap out again here. Yep, chase the Perfected Mind. Sure thing.
Kapashk, Imasahak. Our plans
Yeah, I'll take the 2. So let's get Elspeth down.
Not despair. Together we will win. Rise and seize your destiny!
Go away. Thank you.
Retreat is the sensible action.
Let's see if they've got an answer for Elspeth. Blue-black, probably slightly more difficult for them to immediately answer a Planeswalker than it is if they were running, say, red or white. Famous last words. It's very jaunty music. Nice. Okay, I'm pretty happy about that, because that now is a target for... That basically gives me free reign to Sunfall. I assume I don't think Spell Pierce... Spell Pierce is in the format, isn't it? But I can't play around that at this point in the proceedings. Yep, so we'll draw, we'll go to 19. We'll play Sunfall. Good. So we get 2 tokens. Elegant Parlor can stick a Fountain Port in the bin. Make...
Join the fight!
And if they don't have an answer for Elspeth, this Urabrask's Forge is going to make very short work of them along with my tokens. Nope, good. Okay. Still don't have any good sideboarding. I think I'm just running it back. So they're definitely more tap-out control than they are counter control, but they will, as I've seen in that first game, they do have some counter spells. Now, who can tell me what's wrong with this hand? This one's slightly better. What am I going to put back? Let's put back Builder's Talent for now. Okay, Duress is a good one. They can potentially take any of my cards, really. Carrot Cake strands me without a turn. Has I got another one? Oh, well, fair enough. Nice. Fortunately, I did draw a Builder's Talent, so I do have a turn 2 play. Yeah, Hand Disruption on the play is okay, but I wish they would stop drawing those, because this has Death Touch, which is really annoying. So we'll go up to level 2. They will get the double trigger off this, unfortunately. No blocks. And another one. Okay. Well, Battlefront is going to have to do the work for us here. So I could get a Forge and a Caretaker's Talent. Chainsaw, unfortunately, does not answer the... Creatures. It's 2 cards they get out of us there, out of that. Copy our wall. Basically got no choice but to try and cast Battlefront. Okay, well I could put down 2 more Urabrasks forward, I suppose. That's actually quite good. I am now pretty solid out of things to do. So much land in my hand is pretty tragic. And a Meringue River Regent. Okay. Well, I suppose actually Builder's Talent can bring back Elspeth. So that's not the worst. Just need to survive another turn. I'll block one of them. Go to 12. And the good thing is, like... Oh god, they've almost certainly got another region, haven't they? No, it's not. Okay, thank god. It's just 3 creatures. So. Builder's Talent. Grab Elspeth out of the graveyard. Make some soldiers. Yeah, right. Let's go. I go out to 2. I'm still rather handily on 12. So they can't kill me straight away. That's good. Yeah, that was not useful as a counter spell. Okay, that feels good. Against 3 creatures, that feels good. And now comes the big 1 match away from Diamond test. Blue-black again. Don't like it. Don't love it. Okay, Pixie. How do I feel about this matchup? I don't know. Yeah, I'll keep a chainsaw. Grim Bauble can kill my token. Do I want to chainsaw now, or just say get a Caretaker's Talent down? I think that's fine. This is not presenting a huge amount of damage at the moment. The music in this set is very chipper. I don't know what to make of it at all. It's so cheerful. For a plane that's being devastated by big scary dragons, they've got some wonderful, like, pipe music going on. Okay, well, let's rev up our chainsaw. Get another carrot cake down. Oh yes, United Battlefront seems like a good card. In fact, I shall draw it, because I definitely knew that was going to happen. Yeah, again, if they're using removal on, like, incidental tokens, that's kind of fine. Okay.
Don't worry, Pom-Pom-chan. I've got this.
Hard-casting Kaito, are we? Sunfall, eh? Right, let's Battlefront. See what we can grab. Okay, Chainsaw kills that. Caretaker's Talent. Actually, I probably want just another Builder's Talent. Or am I setting up for multiple draws per turn? Yeah, I think that's fine. Let's kill the Scavenger. Start revving. This Kaito is a bit of a problem.
My eyes are as sharp as my sword.
No graveyarding, huh? It's concerning. Don't really want another Urabrask Forge, if I'm honest. Feel like I'm just walking into some bounce here. Okay, they didn't have it. That's something, at least. Land? No land. Well, temporary lockdown is okay. Doesn't feel great at the moment without... Just a bit short of mana.
You're fast.
So I'll copy this token purely so that I can draw the cards. Oh no, I don't draw the cards, do I? I've already drawn. Oh well, it adds it gives me a 1/1 at least. And something to block Kaito with for a turn. But yeah, the lack of land is a real problem here. It's like temporary lockdown is going to do quite a lot of work, but I've got so many expensive spells stuck into my hand that I can't cast enough of them in time. Whereas obviously they've got like infinite cheap spells, which is why, I'm going to need High Noon in this matchup. Let's see whether they overextend into the board.
Information is its own weapon.
Do I stop on the upkeep? Trouble is, creating a token. No, I don't think I do. It's not the right land, but it is at least a land, so... Oh god, without getting rid of Kaito, this feels so bad. Is there anything else I can do? No, I think I've got a lockdown. So I did get to draw. Still no flipping land, honestly. Ridiculous.
This is not how I die.
Yeah, I don't think I'm getting out of this. Just too much stuff. Not enough land to cast it with. So I'm going to 2. Let me draw another card.
Aha. Now I know your weakness.
Elspeth gets us 2 Urabrask triggers, I suppose. They've got 6 cards in their hand. Doesn't feel amazing, does it? We don't have any flyers at the moment, at least. Okay, well, I think it's Elspeth or nothing here, so...
Do not despair. Ready arms.
Draw some cards. Oh look, Chair goes, oh look, more not land. I'm sure they must have an answer to this, but if they don't, and I do kill Kaito, then we are in an interesting spot, and maybe not out of it. Okay.
Fine. I'll make a new plan.
So I need to discard things which aren't lands. Okay, interesting that they're doing that now. I mean, they definitely have like they have a non-creature spell here that they can use to kill me, but yeah, oh, that was so annoying. I mean, I must have drawn like 12 cards there without a land. Okay, High Noon in. Temporary lockdown in. Couple of Elspeth smites in. Two Sunfalls out. Builder's Talent out. Okay, no red land yet, but high noon is what we need. Excellent. Okay, let's try and get Urabrask's Forge down, I think, here. That's okay. Because it's not being used on my United Battlefront. Okay, this is Kaito.
Eyes up. It's state for the housewarming party has arrived. My eyes are as sharp as my sword.
Oh dear, oh dear. Let's see what United Battlefront can do for us. Temporary Lockdown I don't want. I want Caretaker's Talent and Urabrask's Forge. I said I didn't want Temporary Lockdown.
I'm not scared of you.
Yep.
Aha. Now I know your weakness.
Yeah. If we can't... It's concerning that both the new decks I've played have run smack into Esper Pixie and got bowled over by it, by the look of it. I mean, it could still work out, I suppose, but like, that is a concern in terms of the impact that Tarkir can have on the meta. I don't want lockdown at the moment. Okay. Fine.
You're fast.
It is a shame that these chainsaws have no targets. This card's annoying and too good. Just incredibly hard to interact with. Another hopeless nightmare. Fine. Ditch a chainsaw. Now we'll make a fish, even though it does cost us a life, because now we've got 2 lethal threats going at Kaito. And a United Battlefront. Okay, I like that. So we'll get rid of him, because he's annoying. And play Battlefront. Caretaker's Talent and Carrot Cake seem pretty good. No to Fountain Port. I just want an Elspeth in my life. Is that too much to ask? Apparently it is. Okay. Well, it's going to be a problem for my life total. So I'll go to 3. Discard land. No. Sunfall's not really doing anything either. Another Urabrask's Forge. Okay, well, I'll play it. How close to dead are they here? Not particularly. Do they have any flash creatures? They probably do, actually. I probably can't attack with everything. The Carrot Cake, at least, gaining me some life was good. So I could sack a token and draw a card at the end of turn. Yep, Hopeless Nightmare, sure thing. Discard Sunfall here. I mean, if that's all they're doing, that's kind of okay. Yeah, one Elspeth and I'll just win this game, because these Urabrask's Forges will just chew the opponent up. Okay, they gave it up anyway. Fair enough. Right. On the draw... Want Sunfall out and more Elspeth Slights in. One more game. We can do it. We can't do it. So yeah, High Noon was absolutely essential for us there. I mean, that is another hand with High Noon in it, so I'm going to keep it. And hope these battlefronts can get it done for us. Still with the cheerful music. The jollity is unmatched. No turn 1 play is good news. Don't want another land quite at this point. And that is not a blue land, so a High Noon is coming down. Okay, looks like they've got Break the Spell. Huh, okay. I could just put them off blue land here. I think that's actually quite good. So let's just do that. They might not have a basic island. Okay, they do. Fine. It was worth a go, I think. Let's unite the battlefront. Yeah, that's okay. They've only got 2 cards left in their hand. I've got another battlefront. It's not the worst, so we'll just ditch land. Obviously hitting lockdown here would be amazing. It's fine. There's a lockdown. Okay. So yeah, let's take all of their stuff away. Now they do get to get it back again with this, but it's a break the spell that they're using on this and not something else, so I can kind of live with that. I'll ditch a chainsaw. Oh yeah, it's a kind of endless loop here, I suppose, isn't it? Okay, well that kind of changes the equation a little, perhaps. So let's Battlefront. Get a High Noon and a Carrot Cake. Yeah. Oh yeah, I can now only... good point. Good point, me. Well made. Think I should block? I don't think I should. Do they have Kaito? Looks like they do. Nope, just nowhere to run. Okay. Again, not hugely concerning. Without their bounce spells. This is going to be a close run thing, I think. Make a token, keep Battlefront. So let's see if they want to... What is sticking here? I'm not sure. Caretaker's Talent. That's not the best Battlefront anyone's ever had, but it'll do. Okay, what was that? Okay, I can definitely live with them just doing that. Fine, we'll copy our token, draw a card. Another Carrot Cake is pretty good. So let's play that. Scry. Caretaker's Talent, yep. I mean, I could actually murder an Elspeth here, but... This town ain't big enough, okay. I think they could do better than that, to be honest. I think Storm Chase Talent is probably a better bounce target in this situation. Yeah, okay, I'll take 2. I'll take another 1 to create a fish. That'll trigger my talent. They're off it. Okay, we did get there. And we made it into Diamond. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that. Yeah, so we were able to overcome Pixie there. I think they didn't have the best hand. I think they didn't play it hugely well either. But yeah, no, we were able to overcome some quite tricky situations there. Yeah, I like this tokens deck. Feels powerful. Elspeth is amazing. The United Battlefront was a little mixed, but there are certain turns when like fetching 2 Urabrask's Forge is just going to end the game. Yeah, no, very good all round. So I think it's been quite a long video, so I'll leave it there. But thank you for watching. Here's the deck list one more time. Let me know what you think in the comments. Like and subscribe. Let me know what you think about the standard content. Do you want to see more? You know, are you happy with the kind of balance between standard and Explorer? Do you want to see just Explorer? Let me know. Anyway, thank you. See you next time.